Hello and welcome to Zeta's Chivalry 2 Survival stream. Basically what I'll try to do, like every other Sunday, I do survival runs with weapons that are mostly requested by you folks. And let's see what happens. Just a second, I need to verify that everything is working correctly. Yeah, it seems like it's fine. Just testing. Yeah, it seems like everything is working fine. Alright, without further ado, so to begin the live stream, to begin the survival runs, I first of all need to do warm-ups. So the way I do warm-ups is usually in FFA servers. So by luck it happens that for limited time we have FFA already available for us. So I don't need to go and look for scarcely populated servers for FFA, but I can click it just here and be put into a quite populated FFA server. So let's do that. So for warm-up, what I do, I try to use my best weapon and to remember how to do drags and accelerations. That's it. Hey Clex here. Last stream was a bit quiet though. Seems to be the same. Okay, no worries. I'll try to, you know, boost the microphone. Just a second. Is that better now? I definitely put it, you know. I'm not really sure. I have two settings. If this is not better, I'll try to do different. Let me know. Is it better, Clex here? Let me know, because I tried to boost the microphone settings and also put the microphone closer to me, to my mouth. So yeah, first of all, we need a normal weapon. Yeah, better. Okay, great. Sorry about that again. You know, tampering with settings, try to improve it. So you're working today, so it seems like you'll not participate, right? That's fine. Hopefully I'll find somebody who will help me. But anyway. So working on Sundays, I mean, you probably do some service job, or why is that? Game sound could be louder. It could, but then in that case, okay, I'll do a bit louder. But in that case, it will be a bit harder to hear what I say. Well, hopefully. Anyway, I slightly boosted the game. Oh, you can play. Great. Working. Okay, so you meant the working is the test is working, not that you're working. Okay, great. All right, so I will do a warm-up first, and then I'll invite you, okay? You're probably already warmed up. Because you are here already. Okay. Pretty good. I won duel against the guy with a one-handed sword, but actually failed to... Oh, I'm... Okay. Not sure why, but I have a ping of 100. Hopefully this will resolve itself. Okay, it's already resolving a bit. 70-90. Guess I probably just a server, because I see other folks also have some of them 120. We'll see. You had warmed up. Okay, great. There's a guy stuck there. See that? In FA you have to always think about... Alright, a guy failed. One more. Okay. So yeah, he was able to do a counter after blocking the thrown weapon, so his swing was quicker. Oh, nice. But actually, I would suggest try 100x. I think it's still better. It's more universal. Mace is fine, and don't get me wrong, but I like... Okay, I'll do the 100x. You'll see how better it is. At least in most of the cases. Oh yeah, nice. But yeah, I had ping issues earlier, but now it looks fine. So 2 or 3 more kills and I'll go to Survivor run. That was awful engagement. By the way, you see that most of the guys are knights, because Vanguard does not have any bonus in duels. It does not. Because if you are not running, and that's in duels, usually don't run because you're already sort of stopped for duels. You are hit or you are hitting. So Vanguard with low HP pool does not have advantage in duels, but it has advantage if you run around. Like so. Now in this case, one can also go back. That's good, but if I'm not going back and just staying there to fight, then it's best to use a knight. So yeah, that's why in duels you won't see many Vanguards. Three people fighting at the same time. Sometimes people just keep spamming, although I'm waiting for him to react differently. Okay, that's nice. Alright, I did the warm-up. It's pretty good. Alright, let's do the survival run now. So I'll invite you folks here, because it seems like you're very active. Let's do that. Also, if you want to participate, there is my social code inside the description of this video. So you want to do a run together, be my guest. Okay, so let's do, if you want to do the 100 mace, and I'll do the 100 axe. Let's see who's gonna score more, okay? So this is a showdown, 100 mace against 100 axe. By the way, with the mace, do you still pick a knight, or rather use a footman class that has additional bonus to speed? At least it says in the description. No, it's okay. Trust me, with 100 weapons I'm not very good. Alright, so I'll do the axe. Doesn't matter the first weapon. Okay, so first off, let's get rid of a spear. And we'll use this one. And the shield will be just act as a protection on my back from all the arrows and javelins. Unlike in other games, in Chivalry, arrows and javelins hitting the shield that's on your back do not hit you. But a main weapon, for example, any weapon goes through it. Same as if you have it on hand but do not brace it. Still the hit goes through. And yeah, additionally, you saw that range also not very good. If folks start to dash back, then you're in big trouble. Suddenly did around more than 360. Oh no. It's okay, it's okay. Still doing a warm-up. We haven't played with this weapon too much. I see you're not doing too well either. It's okay. Yeah, one-handed weapons is fine usually for attacking rounds, but for defensive is a bit trickier. Oh, let's see if we can salvage this. Yeah, we should. Actually, the team does not enjoy any sort of superiority in terms of levels. Yeah, very nice. Someone came from behind the enemy and just finished them off. I just bid my time. Yeah, pretty bad, you see. That's defensive runs should be like behind the enemy, behind the friendly lines. Not too much attacking. Well, that's fine. Again, I haven't played with an axe for a long time. Just need to remember how it's done. Yeah, somebody just stopped on a doorway. Let's see with a shield. Maybe this will help. Thank you. A guy from behind, friendly, who kept hitting me. Oh yeah, again, 360. Not bad. So yeah, you died. So let's hopefully next time we'll be putting the attacking team. Let's do that, okay? I'll just go and try to find the attacking run, because for defensive rounds it's a bit tricky to do with one-handed weapons. Just have no range at all. So you'll use the mace only if he's in knights. Okay, I get you. I've got the idea. But axe is universal. It works, except for the short range. It's still, you know, and that's a pretty good weapon. So yeah, I'm now in the queue for a new server. Hopefully this time attacking run. Then we can do 100 weapons easily. But still defense. Okay, scratch that. Take whatever weapon you want, because it's defensive run. So, you know, it's pretty hard to do it with 100 weapons. And I actually take the war axe if there's no requests. It's a European server, yes. It's EU West. You can see that. Usually European. Hello Looming, hello Nicholas. Yeah, it's European servers usually. This time there is no requirement to use 100 weapons. Okay, so catapult is shooting here, so it's pretty hard to, I mean, it's quite dangerous. Instead, need to go back. Okay. I killed the enemy, but received no kill. Yeah, so now 3 assists only. Now, finally, first kill. Although there's quite a lot of enemies here. By the way, if you want to go to the next level, it will be quite hard to do it without forward spawn, just FYI. Oh, it's dangerous. Too many enemies, too many enemies. Yeah, low on HP. So yeah, I said there's no need to do 100 weapons now, because it's defensive run. It's up to you. Because it's dangerous, especially for defensive runs. It's too hard. I hit the crossbowman. Although from third person view, the accuracy is a bit off. Also the crosshair does not really show where it will land. Very dangerous. And I have no healing bandage. There is also a problem with defensive runs, so that healing bandage is quite far away. So there is one there. But that means I would go closer to enemy spawn. And it's dangerous. And yeah, enemy reduce superiority, so I'll wait for a friendly spawn wave when it comes. So I can usually go and grab it. And thankfully this crossbowman did not watch this ammo box, so that helped me. But now, there's just too many enemies here. Okay, that's a bit too hairy situation. I know I could have helped this guy, but my objective is a bit different. Okay, no, that's a way to hit people from behind. Oh, that's a shame that he did it. So now I just need to avoid the enemy thrown weapons, and hopefully I can get up with this tool, the tower. I'm here just to heal, not to fight. Okay, I'm healed, so now I can go up. Bit tricky again, we have to wait until this reaches the objective. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, finally. We're free to go. Thank you for your throwing dagger. So vanguards are not usually easy to play with on defensive runs. It's the best, most valuable class. It of course varies from map to map. Okay, that's a bit tricky. Also, I'm blocked by friendlies. This is what happens, that sometimes friendly team is playing for enemy and just block you in the melee, so you cannot escape. Don't do that. Don't just stand there like a complete oaf. I hit from friendly. And not a nice hit from enemy. Okay, thank you for your throwing knife again. It's probably not very good. Okay. So yeah, I knew that I'm out of position, so I instead chose to, you know, to fall down and receive some damage, but survive. So these are the small tricks you need to learn. By the way, you saw that I could not kill with special attack enemy enemy archer. Even though the archer has 90 damage, 90 HP. I delivered 90 HP damage, but he still lived. The reason is overhealing. So whenever you use a healing horn or some other healing items, you have slightly more HP than your class by default. Yeah, again you saw, I just simply intentionally dropped down because I received a hit from a person I did not expect, so I was quite low. So small things. There's one guy with 19 kills on enemy team, but I think he's just used the catapult. We'll see if he's just as good in melee. If Cloxier is using just single-handed weapons, so it's acceptable. So it's normal that you do not have as many kills. Finally got behind the enemy, but I'm now low on HP. Need to wait until I'm healed. And we can continue on. Oh, enemy has the rightmost tower. Okay, got rid of that one. There's too many enemies under the right tower. Fortunate hit on the friendly. Now let's remove healing items. Okay, it's gone. Yeah, we secured the right tower. Really tough to fight when enemy has active parry, and the timing, it's hard to hit when he's in active parry. Very good reaction. So yeah, the actual loadout, it has a tool. If you press the wrong button, it will take a really long time for you to get rid of that tool. So you can always probably remove that tool altogether as soon as you start. That's the spike trap. Seems like this will be a cake. I wouldn't say it's the cleanest survival run, but so far it works in our favor. Unless there will be a big push from enemy team. Yeah, so Qualito not very good, so after the catapults he scored only 1 kill and died 3 times. So he's just good with catapult. Enemy died, although there was interesting sound. It's okay, I'm healed. Back to full HP. Yeah, it seems like we're winning in this. Yeah, a lot of team health, team hits, team damage. It's alright, not the cleanest one. We started quite late this map. The first stage was almost over, so still 12 kills. Sounds fun. So the next map I think is Bodwin. So any weapon requests, guys? Yeah, looks here, it's fine, you can do longsword and mace. Any weapon requests, guys? Anybody? If not, I'll take my favorite weapon. No, defending does not always suck, but some maps are unbalanced because it's hard for you to go back and it's hard for you to get healed. And maps are just imbalanced, that's it. Defending does not suck. For example, the trains, the Thay Castle, for example, defending it's actually more fun. Two-handed hammer, alrighty then. This one. Okay, just a disclaimer, I'm not very good with it, but let's see. Let's see what I can salvage, and probably as a knight or as a vanguard. What do you want? Looming. For some reason the ping is not very good. And we put in the defending team again. We'll do the vanguard this time. For some reason, very high ping today. So Vanguard can have two hammers, so that's the whole idea. Because if it's not a very popular weapon, so you can lose it. Oh, by the way, you see there's different skins on my hammers, but I can change that. I'll take the second one, throw it on the ground. And now I have... What? No, it did not change. I thought that would work, but it doesn't. Okay, no, it worked before, it seemed like. Ah, yes, who's laughing now? Oh yeah. Bit need to remember the distances with it. Got one kill already, but you can't stand in the one place. Yeah, plenty team damage. There's a guy with a glaive. So yeah, you see, this for example map, the defensive stage in the first stage of the map, it's pretty terrible. I have to go all this way just to get a bandage or go to the enemy spawn. So this is not really good. And if you play as Nacho or Javelin guy, as skirmisher, so it takes you a really long time just to traverse to to the nearest ammo crate and ammo box just to replenish your arrows and whatnot. So that's why defensive rounds is a bit, sometimes really imbalanced. I see enemy team coming, so would rather go back. An assist was done, but only assist. So we're having a sound defeat. For some reason we're not able to contest. Okay, I'll try a different class. It seems like for some reason with Vanguard I cannot do it. Let's try with this one. So you saw not just one kill, I mean, so far. So again, not proficient with this weapon, but let's see if I can do it better with a knight class. Again, the reach is worse than poleaxe. Just two burned. Okay, three. Okay, one died also. That's better. I'm not sure if that's either due to ping, but I see that my hits are not landing on the enemy. Seems like a ghost hit. I mean, it's not that short range, so it should have hit. That's one swing. One was blocked, but the other just simply did not hit the enemy. Maybe just me. Okay. So don't place a flag over here because it's on the way of the battering ram. So once it's moved a bit, then it will be destroyed. So that's the problem with that healing flag. And now I'm trapped here. Not very good position. So yeah, being trapped is not very good. I can't escape. So I killed quite a few enemies. Oh, that's... Okay, not the cleanest run. I have to go back. But now I see that's heavily contested. Not the easiest run, actually. Again, I'm not particularly skilled with this weapon, so apologies. Maybe. Maybe it's a boss weapon, but I'm just not very good with it. Just seemed like the range. Oh, Klaxir knows the place. Well done. So, idea is that, again, because this is imbalanced map, we cannot go back except using the forward spawn. So at the moment we're waiting in embattlements until we're being put into the next spawn. That's basically it. Again, map is imbalanced. Okay, will you take the ballista? You will. Okay. Now again, if I jump here, I think there's no way back. Oh yeah, you see that? I could not go back and proceed back. So yeah, there's quite buggy places. That doesn't help do survival rounds.
Those barrels are explosive, you simpletons! Do not allow any more through!
If I jump here, that... Actually... No, I cannot go back. Yeah. Oh, actually I can. Yeah, so you can go back. There's one place you can abuse. You see that? That's where how you go back. The only place you can go back. But only in this sort of semi-stage. But not the one once the gate is sort of broken down by the battering ram. Sorry. Some sustenance needed. Klaxir now is in trouble, I guess. Come on, guys. Don't give him active parry. Yep. Klaxir escaped, well done. Also, using ballista gives you additional points, which is good. So I can be on the top of the scoreboard. So yeah, again, not very good with this weapon, but let's see. So kills wise, I have the same number of kills as Klaxir. Yes, yes. And but still, due to ballista range and probably additional healing points, he has more. He has on top scoreboard, which is fine. Try to escape, was not really sure how I'm hit. But no worries, I'll try again the Vanguard with 2 hammers. For some reason I find it a bit hard to land hits consistently with this weapon. I have no problem with Maul, but this is not the same for some reason.
Fall back to the courtyard. Set up a new perimeter.
Okay, we probably will win on courtyard. Come on, with that active parry. Come on guys, stop giving shit hits. Try to a bit mix it up. Do some overheads and so on, and try to do also drags. Because you give enemy active parry, and I cannot hit the enemy then. Okay, 0 points for healing. Love it. Nice dancing from enemy team, from enemy guy with the execution axe. Really find it hard to find correct range for this weapon. See, I'm not hitting for some reason. Really not sure. It doesn't seem like it's a buggy weapon, but for some reason I'm not hitting my hit. Again, I'm not sure what happened. It seemed like my hammer was landing, but again, I find really hard weapon to work with. I'm not saying it's easier to with cutters, but I expect it to be good. I expect more of this weapon, so that's why I'm trying to play more risky than with, for example, cutters. Oh yeah, so I'm fighting 2 guys and then there's an archer too. So yeah, the ping is jumping wildly for some reason, but that's probably my ISP. Because I mean, there are a few guys who enjoy the same ping and like me, but not many, like 3. So maybe that's the reason why I can't land hits. Again, really don't like how it's going. It seems like the game is a bit choppy. There's some jumping ping. Again, might be ISP issue. Like I see that something not fluid happening.
In the name of Argon, the first of his name, cast down your sword or die in disgrace.
So a bit choppy experience today. Okay, let's try to defend clicks here.
I will reunite you with your father. You betrayed your own.
Thank you for all your hits.
You deserve
Oh, you
what is
were not.
right to you.
You did not choose to be
Is the will of the people.
the Malric. Okay.
Bring them justice.
So it's a more survivable this way, I understand.
I am the protector of this realm. You did not inherit that title.
So it seems like I took the brunt and also an arrow in my face
Ideals for this
fighting this guy.
security.
Also an arrow was from Friendly,
You must die.
like it always is. If you have friends like that, you don't need enemies. Okay, let's go and hunt. I'll try to go and hunt a bit the hero. If that's possible, but not alone, running into throws. Okay, good. We'll do that.
Mulric, your ageist insults will not stay my hand.
Again, dealt all the damage. Yet did not receive the kill. That's what happened with the Serpent. You see I have more assists, more than twice assists. Soon to be more than 3 times assists as many as kills.
You have hamstrung any hope of stopping Tenosia.
Your expulsion will reunite this kingdom, and we will once again stand strong in solidarity.
Yeah, again, issue. Could not land my ultimate hit. But again, I'm not saying that somebody's to blame. Maybe it's just me not warmed up correctly. It seems like also experience is a bit more choppy than usual.
In his absence, I will die before revoking that promise.
The reign of the Mason Order ends here. Today, there is no stopping the will of the people.
Heal survived. Oh my god. But lucky. He lived. No, that was okay. Smart guy. You see, he wants to escape because for archers it's a bit not very good place. Okay, now it's going better. Yeah, so many hits, half of total damage removed was from friendlies. So I overtook Flux here. But again, you see that my assist number is just way higher. Again, some choppiness. Yeah, good enemy. Of course, there was his teammate standing there and watching, so glad did not participate. But anyway, not very good with weapon. And the problem is that next map is actually more the attackers oriented. So after this map, I'll switch into another server. Maybe it will be less choppy than this. So delivered VAT damage. Yeah, and he does active parry again. Blocked from behind. Not very nice. Although some Chivalry tutorials say that the block only happens of active parry from the front. It's not true. You can hit from behind and still enemy will be able to defend it. It's like 360 degree block after active parry. You saw I hit the guy straight from behind with my special attack and still he blocked it. No thrills whatsoever due to active parry. So active parry works 360. So good job, Clicks here. Wasn't very good. Let's try another server because it's way too choppy for some reason in this server. Hits not landing, ghost hits and so on. Let's try another server, okay? Warhammer. Oh no, Nicholas. Come on. Warhammer is even worse than two-handed hammer. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll try. Okay. Okay, it's defensive run again. But the ping, at least at the moment, looks better for me. Okay, Warhammer. Okay, not very happy with it, but it's fine. So this is Warhammer. Yeah, it's a Warhammer. Now we have to be here and just take it all the catapult hits. So it's really terrible place. Oh, good job, Cloxier survived. Last map. Oh, not very good. Have to go back. He put fire on himself. Self-immolation. Again, delivered. Come on. This guy gave so many active parries for the enemy. It's not even funny. Not even funny. Like the intentionally defending enemy from my hits. Now after some, you know, some fights here, I have to go down. Again, there's an issue of being there, just receiving catapult bolters flying into your general direction. And I see nobody taking this catapult out, although somebody could, like one siege crossbow, all it takes. So yeah, look. Okay, that guy did not react. Probably his right mouse button is broken. Yeah, very dangerous place to be here around all the objectives. Okay. Interesting, the guy stabbed me. Although it looked like he would not react, but he did. Okay, not gonna do. Okay, let's see if you want to follow me in my spawn. So one hit. So yeah, I mean, in some controlled situations, Warhammer is feasible. But I find it like the range is worse, and I think 100 mace is better than this weapon. Although it delivers definitely more damage to, you know, with at least special attack. But 100 axe is also a secondary weapon. So that's why it outshines an axe or a mace. You know, they both deliver slightly less damage, but they're secondary weapons, and you can have a normal two-handed weapon to keep people at bay. So the longer stick you have, usually that means you can apply it as a social distancing tool. Again, active parry, perfect. See, this is the problem with guys. You just hit normally and think that spamming is good, where in fact you're giving enemies the active parry. Okay, enemy did not react to my feints. Let's see, you want to come? Go heal, go heal. Yeah, quite a few enemies on the left side. Also, I'm not sure if I received any healing points for that, for my deployed flag. Seems like it was killed by enemies, destroyed. Okay, there's plenty of fire pots on us. And we're definitely losing this objective, because we just can't get into it. Let me now use the right mouse button. So you see, I can come here. But I have to return back because the enemy is already there. Yeah, not very good. Not very good, but we'll continue this and then I'll do the normal server run. But at least on this map, there are no choppiness. So apparently there was issue with that particular server that had some issue with choppy gameplay. so maybe some lags, maybe some communications were filtered, some packets, just to save bandwidth, or maybe some server just was due for a restart, not sure. But now we can see clearly here that there is no, like those artifacts, no jitteriness. Everything is fluid. Okay, active parry. Yeah, hit by friendly, of course. Why not? Yeah, the guy just continues swinging into friendlies for some reason. Oops. There's something wrong. I think it crashed. So I have... Well, something froze. So I'll probably restart. So I'll have to stop here and then restart. Yeah, it seems like it crashed. It crashed. Do not despair. I'll soon restart the... Okay, so things happen. Not sure why, first time. Hold on a second, I'm starting the game again. So yeah, again, not sure what's the problem, but definitely not overheating, because I can feel my PC. It's fine. It's okay. Things happen. So bear with me for 10 more seconds. The game is loading. And you should see something on the screen right about now. One banner. There you go. That's how we start. Again, sorry about that. Does not always happen. But maybe Klaxir was killing too many enemies, so he just decided to freeze on me. First time actually. Even when I play alone, not streaming, it just doesn't stop. But it's okay. Things happen. So Klaxir, if you're there, I will invite you. Great. So Klaxir joined the party. So let's try again. Yeah, it sort of doesn't burn. I mean, especially if I do vacuuming of the coolers, the heatsink, it works fine. And this time I put my hand on the PC case. It's not even hot. Yeah, network issues actually worse. For, you know, games freezing, that's fine. And we're defending run again. Defending run. So let's continue this. Okay. Not sure who is that PlayStation player, because I always see him and he's quite a high score. Maybe professional. So I'll continue with this with Warhammer. Because the last time it just stopped. The game stopped for some reason. It doesn't happen. I mean, it didn't happen before. But oh well. There's always first time. Maybe again Klaxir did super combo and just the game engine decided that it's too much. So yeah, it's a bit tricky with that short range weapon to engage. So yeah, I need to pick battles correctly with this one especially. Oh yeah. Yeah. The guys with really big sticks are more intimidating when you have a small one. Yeah, I cannot do it here. Come on, you see, I tried to hit and then somebody used the dash. And that's it. That's basically... And I'll receive the hit for free for no reason. Yep. It's hard to get in. It's a close range weapon. Unless we all decide to use short range weapons, then this weapon has a... Thank you, fuck the carry. Okay, almost. Also almost jumped into the water. See, this kind of stuff is fine when enemies not reacting. But when enemy is reacting, it's a pretty tough weapon to use. Okay, this objective is over. We can't contest it. Is it? Yes, it is. So not the best weapon in like open fields, but somewhere behind the corners, like hitting people in the head with it. That's pretty good. Again, it delivers more damage than one-handed axe or one-handed base, for example. But as a main weapon, you know, range is still very important. Because most of the times, when you learn to duel, you have to anticipate the range of people's weapon. Because not always you want to counter, sometimes you want the enemy to miss. See, could not hit it. Okay, finally. Okay, see, that's fine. When you get hit from behind, then this weapon shines. Like every other weapon. If you hit from behind, you're doing it right. So Plexir needs help. Do you? I think you do. Thank you for all your kind hits. It would be much harder without those. Yeah, some folks just stay behind and just whack. See? That's terrible. See, I don't wait there. And wealth was a thrown weapon. It's fine, I can quickly replenish my health. Come on. And we're losing this objective too, it seems like. How can I engage here? I mean, when you have such a short range weapon. And I have to go back again, there's too many enemies here. Really, not the best thing. But let me do that with the chicken, maybe it's better. That chicken is at the moment safe.
The ships are lost! Our fleet has been crippled!
So it's pretty hard to get into objective with a short range weapon.
They must not enter the city!
Even with the shield. Yeah, some bugs you see. Okay. Come on. Why stand there? He's blocking. But if nobody can jump over. What an idiot. I can still technically jump over on the statue. But this is akin on of I try to help. Yeah, and so I told you that you'll lose a chicken once you go up. See that? A chicken is there. The chicken is gone. So that's the idea. So I need to get health, and then I'll go back in the fight. Okay, so that was resolved already. Again, this is a choke point where it's extremely hard to contest with a short range weapon. Usually what works best here is like stabbing weapons like halberds or spears. Thank you. Of course. Why not? If you see a friendly, why not hit him with special attack? Always helps. You see my range is extremely low. So I sometimes I'm able to hit. But other than that, it's just a bad weapon. Over here. Unless I stand behind this column and hit, you know, my special attacks, then that's fine. But now you know, opposition is dwindling, so we need to escape. Yeah, I see a lot of kill clicks here. 12 assists. So yeah, there's no point of dying there for no reason. Unless somebody, you know, some other folks come in. So now the odds are fine, we can go down. It's a bit risky though. And I'm dead. Am I dead? No, I'm not dead, you see? I was lucky escape. We lost the objective. But I delivered one hit on the enemy. Although it did not kill him. Okay. Actually the best tool for holding the ladders is the maul, because you can insta-kill the enemy who is coming up. Except for Vanguard. That's what I like to do. Okay, 2 kills. Not easy to land those special attacks. They do a ton of damage. But still not easy to land with such a short range weapon.
The outer ward is overrun. Retreat to the city gardens. The masons are bent on defiling our relics. Kill those.
So yeah, my shield is almost down. There's just too many enemies here. Again, contesting with a short range weapon is not ideal, although I did live with 1 hit. I don't want to overstay my welcome. Again, too many enemies here, like 5 enemies and just 1 friendly. It's not worth. We're not with this weapon. And thank you for standing there and doing nothing. That's what teammates are usually for. When you need their help, they don't help. But when you don't need their help, they usually smack you to pieces. Oh, without friendlies, the game would not be the same. It would not be the same without friendly players. Let's put some flag. Okay, so far no points. That guy just oblivious, didn't understand where hits were coming from.
Nearly half our relics have been defiled. Stop the mason scum.
Okay, nice hit. 70 damage, 67 to be precise. Not a lot, but better than nothing. Okay, quite hard. Again, short range. Deficiency. Again, short range. Could not land my hit. So yeah, many really terrible hits. As I say, this is not easy weapon for beginners. And you won't see it too often, and there's a good reason why. It's just not very good. It looks good, the concept is great, don't get me wrong. Just something is off, like a short range. Which is historically probably correct. Because usually hammers had shorter ranges. Hammers and maces, in particular. And swords and spears had a long range. More nimble and so on. But then it's not always good against armor. Okay, not very good. So okay, I did deliver like substantial hit on the enemy. But I do not trust this weapon too much. So I'll go back. I'm not sure what class series is using, but 2 kills is way too low. 2 kills and 19 assists. That's like a normal bow. Okay. A fire. And that was not friendly fire, because I received way too much damage. So now I'm like 1 bolt away from dying. Okay, so that was some friendly damage involved. Okay, because now it's being replenished. And an arrow, of course. I'm just not able to hit. Yeah, let's do the monk. I know where the hammer is inside. Is that the place? No, that's not the place. So I'll go and pick up the hammer where I left. But just not very good, to be honest. Alright, that's somewhere here on the left side, so hopefully the hammer is still there. Oh yeah, the hammer's here. And it's gone? Is it gone? It's gone. It was here, but now it's gone. I saw it and I could pick it up and then it disappeared. Okay, I'll show you how the blunt weapons are supposed to work. Okay, friendly damage. Say Warhammer was unpickable for some reason. Come on. So many fire pots. By the way, the monk does not have any additional bonus health. He just does not flinch upon hit. Okay, nice block by the enemy. Okay, come on, stop blocking. So, for example, in duels, I'm fine with 100 weapons, but if there are more than 2 people involved, then short range weapons just simply suck. Okay, delivered a lot of damage. So yeah, I abused the power of, you know, the hits going through me and I still not flinching and my hits are not cancelled. So yeah. So this is why, you know, long range weapons are better. Just you can control the distance. That's probably one of the most important things in chivalry distancing. And if you, I mean, if you gimp yourself with short-range weapon, I mean, I don't mind if you're dueling, that's fine, no problem. But if you're not dueling, you put yourself at a big disadvantage. Okay, that was a bit tricky. A bit risky too. Lot of hits and not many kills. Okay, many kills too. Come on, I try to defend. Okay, so 17-0 again. Sort of the first part was with Warhammer, until I hit the last part of the stage where I was a monk. Then I simply could not pick up the Warhammer. That's it. No, I did not change my keybind, Nicholas. I use opinion quarterstaff. So, you believe it or not, but I believe quarterstaff is superior to... yeah, let's do quarterstaff. Quarterstaff is superior to Warhammer. So it's not a good weapon, don't get me wrong, quarterstaff. But it's better than from Pullman loadout, it's better than the glaive. That's it. Not a spear, not a warhammer, not a pullhammer, not a halberd, but just a glaive. It's better than the glaive. That's it. So it's like it's not the worst, but it's not even B tier. It's like C tier weapon. Again, some things are good in duels, but they're not very good in one against many. So quarterstaff, for example, it's pretty good in duel, and again, I'm put in defending team. Awful. So the problem with quarterstaff, it has really bad swings. Like most of the pole weapons, they do not have great swings. They have short range. This is too. Sort of, you have to do overheads mostly, and then you have no problem. No, Nicholas, you saw it. That was not, the crash was not the end of the Warhammer run. I did it again. So, no worries. Hopefully you enjoyed. So in my view, this is better. The staff is better than the... You see... Thank you for a hit, kind sir. Was really necessary. I was fighting enemy, but apparently friendly decided that I have an upper hand, so decided to hit me twice in the back. Like in every run, that's the case. Because folks usually like to swing, and overhead is more important, at least in this particular scenario. And with staff too. So you saw I have better range than the glaive. And overhead does a respectable like 80 or 90 damage, so which is great. So I mean, not great in terms of pole weapons, but in terms of like troll weapons, it's pretty good. Well, received damage. Go back. So the quarterstaff again. If you do swings, you're not doing it right. Except you're like really close to the enemy and cornered him, he can't move, then that's fine. Other than that, it's just not very good. The range, you would be surprised how bad the range is. And for overheads, it does over 90 damage, so that's extremely good. Also, the Q is very wonky. See that guy who was behind me and always hit me for no reason? Terrible. If you're behind some friendlies, you should not do swings. You should do overheads. Come on. How many times I have to tell it? Some people are just oblivious and have, you know, no... It seems like no mouse wheel. So they use just simple swings all the time. I give the enemy the active parry and also hit friendlies at the same time. Awful. Okay, there's too many enemies here. Too many. One, I see one, though. Is it fair to chase him? Probably not too fair to chase him, but you know, he was chasing the archer, so although the archer I think did not survive, I'm not sure. So it's not very good to have enemies, you know, attacking you from behind. Because you want to retreat into a safe spot and heal. If you have enemies, you're unable to do so. So there's quite a few enemies there. Really, range is bad. I decided not to continue testing my fate, because enemy has a good weapon. And I have C tier weapon, which is not the worst. It's not very good either. see quite a lot of enemies coming this way. It's had to change the side. Oh, no, that's actually quite bad.
They have abducted half of the village.
Yeah, I use my superior speed to escape. I see the enemy chasing me. Is he? Not anymore. Oh, because he's preoccupied. He was fighting here. Could have helped that guy. You hear? Yes, I heard the enemies behind me. So 67 damage with a light hit, which is a lot. And also the range is good. Very not nice hit by the enemy crossbow. How do I know it's a crossbow? Because I had a bolt stuck in my knee. If I had half HP, I could have died. So yeah, those small things you have to always look at. And evaluate whether or not. What's your next course of action? I see some folks fighting here. We had upper hand. I did not want to go behind immediately because I saw enemy coming from their own spawn. But contesting objective with this weapon is just... See, the range is trash. I could not hit him, even though that's a pole weapon. But do not despair, received 3 hits by friendlies, regardless. So you can say that I had my piece of action. But now we need to go back. Again, this is not a great weapon to do a lot of kills, but it's okay, it has its moments. Like the stab also animation is quite terrible. Unless we can do alternative stab. Yeah, alternative stab, so you can use alt and then just stab. That way it works better, probably. At least from animation point of view. So there's a lot of enemies on the right side. Just too many for me to engage. Without much risk. Oh, and now I received a bloody bolt on my head. Which is not very cool. So it took away around 2000 more health. I was lucky to have full HP. We'll brush that off and continue on. Yeah, the crossbowman, I mean, probably not very bad. Because hit me quite a few times already. Although he's not specifically probably targeting me. Oh yeah, we didn't get rid of enemy too quickly. So enemy came and struck me from behind. Some enemy running with a branding iron. Okay, got rid of that. Not very easy. See, I hit. An over slash did not hit at all. Okay, not very easy. Again, slashes are really terrible. Have a really awful reach for some reason. Okay. Again, hit by a crossbowman, it seems. Yeah, I have a bolt stuck in my chest.
We won't surrender Aberfell so easily. Protect the hamlet for the order.
Not easy. Again, swings are awful. Stabs are mediocre. And the overheads are fine with this weapon. So yeah, if you use only overheads, then it's fine. If you try to swing, enemy has to literally be in your face. Only then it would land. This is usually true with all pole weapons, but yeah, I mean, it's easy to see the difference between one type of swing and another. Okay, I have to escape. Boss received few hits from friendlies too. Okay, no stamina. No stamina. Let me just retreat it. For some reason I cannot grab the bandage. Yeah, Klaxir knows the deal. So you run away. Bravely run away. You know, Sir Robin the Brave. Okay, so now we have to do forward spawn pretty quickly. So around the other side. Oh no, they send me here. Okay. Somebody told me that it is possible to do without forward spawn, but I haven't tested, so I do not know how to. Not yet, at least. But I promise I'll look into it. So yeah, imagine if you're a peasant and you don't have any weapons, so you can have only a stick. So this is how I feel. There's plenty of weapons on the ground, but yet you stick to your trusty stick. Okay. Enemy already there? Wow, okay. I already lost like half of my stamina. Seems like this map is going extremely fast. Oh yeah, I see. There's some discrepancies in numbers of levels. Get rid of the enemy. Okay, it's falling down. And guys died. This is another thing you should know, and don't fight under the falling stones. Or those pillars. And if you hear that they are falling down, just run away. Okay. Luckily I was thrown into the correct direction. Okay, there's quite a few enemies there. Matthew Ball. Okay, could not land a hit. Just too many friendlies blocking me. Somebody received a stone on his head. Pretty cool. Really nice throw. Okay, this is problematic. Okay, there's way too many enemies here. Way too many. Not for this kind of weapon. Okay. Even from behind, could not hit. So range is not the greatest, but from all the hits, the overhead is still the best, with the range wise. For this weapon, of course.
There
Okay, there's no point of coming here. Just I'm instantly put onto the counter. On the timer. Okay, not the easiest one. Okay, this time I used my slash, but because I was like really in the face of the opponent. So I knew that duel will turn into 2 against 1. This is not a weapon for that. For duels it's fine, for 1 against many, not so much. So I retreated. Okay, there's fire. And there's enemy coming my way. Help the guy. Okay, he died. Somebody, do we not want to be a druid? Yeah, let's do the druid.
All the obelisks have fallen. Fall back to higher ground. Masons, rally around the druid.
Well, I'll be able to pick it up.
To keep them alive.
So the druid does, I guess that's, I'm not really sure what kind of weapon this is. So I guess it's a hammer. Oh, there you go. Oh, it might be a war club, right? It seems like, at least from the range and how it hits, looked like a war club. Now we need a secondary weapon too. Nice horns. With the horny character. What? Could not land my hit. It should headbutt instead of, you know, this kind of jab. Jean d'Arc. Well, good feigns, but not very consequential. Lack HP. So yeah, this is the point of heroes, that they do not flinch if they're hit by the weapon. Yeah, well, I actually did not receive a kill on this one. That's fine. Wow, it took a while to get rid of them. There's plenty of enemies on the left side. I want to go there, not just yet.
Warlords are falling. Keep them alive.
So, as a druid you have to rotate from one side to another. That's basically it. You have to rotate. And then hopefully you'll be healed by friendlies too. Not always. There should be flags somewhere, hopefully. Okay, so now it's 19 seconds left. So I'm just going back. And that's it. Yep. Not very easy with a quarterstaff, but there you go. We did it. We did it. Great, Nicholas, have a good luck in the gym. Yeah, quarterstaff just have to do a lot of overheads. Con Archer Danesa. I'm not really sure what it is, but I'll try to translate. Archer Danesa, something like a with some weapon, I understand, but let me just Google it for what it is. Danish axe. Okay, Danish axe it is. But if I'm gonna be a peasant, I probably will skip this stage. Danish axe. So a pretty good weapon actually, overall. Very quick. And also good reach. Better reach than longsword or war axe. Also does insane damage when thrown. Not very good with it, but it's a good weapon. Finally, an attacking run. Well, I'm not really sure if Danax actually can insta-kill a peasant with one hit, but if you throw it, but let's see. Okay, I will not throw at the peasant, because I have a torch.
Burn the village and slaughter the peasants.
I mean, if somebody uses two-handed weapons on a peasant, that seems like a waste. You should use just a knife. That's not a knife, this is a knife. Yeah, so the advantage of having a torch in the beginning is that you can immediately put on fire objective. That's it, nothing else. See? I just bid my time and friendlies came, but you have to still make a distance between you and the enemy. What unlucky was not the initial engagement, was that I was pushed aside. Both my Danes missed, because the enemy didn't move the way I anticipated. Okay. Now this peasant can kill from one hit, but I'm not really sure if the peasant who's, folks are playing with, if they do die from one hit. 80 damage, it seems like they should. But know that Javelin delivers 85 and still does not insta-kill, it just knocks the enemy peasant. That's at least what I feel. Okay, too many enemies here. Okay, friendly with a barrel. Quite a few enemies on the right side. I'll go there. Okay, there's also enemy footman. He has a better range, and the overall enemy has majority than numbers. There's no need to risk it. Not yet. Okay, I moved back to the line, I delivered damage, and then just retreated.
Quit dying, you cowards!
Okay, dismembered one enemy. So far, throwing stuff was not extremely successful.
Move on! The village has been destroyed!
So not too many kills at the moment, but do not despair. I'm trying to remember how it feels playing Danax. But it's a good weapon, I can immediately tell you. Because it doesn't have such deficiencies as low reach. So I can easily contest, and also I can throw, so it's a good weapon overall. Do I have a bandage? I don't have a bandage. So the way you check if you have the bandage is you cycle through weapons, and then you can see if you have the bandage, because otherwise the interface disappear after some time, just to declutter. And then you're not sure if you have or you don't the bandage. And without a bandage, survival run is hard. Pretty good enemy, all things considered. Okay, there's an enemy with a crossbow there. Also, I will not die here from one hit, except maybe from a barrel. But cycling is better, and a hit, you see. I did not die, but that means I would need to go back and reset a bit. So the only healing stuff on that side, the ammo crates, are inside those two towers. So, and getting to those towers, that means I would need to kill around a dozen of enemies. Instead I decide not to. For some reason there is no countdown. Also imagine an archer has to return back. So that's for attackers, not very good place. Not very balanced. Because I could put some boards up here and just have it closer to the front line. Unless this game is designed so you would not go back and heal, but instead, or get arrows, but instead to take up your other weapon and just continue fighting until you die. So that's probably the idea why.
We have breached the city gate! Enter the city and loot their valuables! For the order!
Now, a bit tricky here because I also received an arrow, but also a hit from Battle Axe. That guy for some reason just doesn't care about defending, so I cannot really do a normal feint. Friendly died from an arrow, I guess. Okay, nice anvil hit. Again, could not land my Danax. That's becoming already a pattern, but I'm not very good at throwing stuff. At least not yet sufficiently warmed up for that. Okay, there's quite a few enemies here. Again, thank you for an arrow in my neck. Looks very nice. And doesn't inhibit my movements at all. Okay, there's quite a few enemies here. There's no need to try my luck. Not yet, at least. Finally. So 100. Another one. For some reason it helps when you jump. You of course lose a lot of stamina. But it helps at least for me to aim and not hit friendlies. You have no arm. No, general. Exactly. Without that one arm. What? My first axe disappeared. So yeah, there is a timer on enemy on weapons that are lying on the ground. And if I remember correctly, there was some gold. Yeah, there's that gold. So I'll just put you know, gold into the gold card. And I'll try to find another Dane axe, because usually folks use it. There you go, you see? It's quite a popular weapon, for good reason. because it's just very good. I'm maybe not very proficient, but I know folks that who are. Okay, there's too many enemies here. So in going from behind, it's risky. Also those vanguards are quite dangerous. They need like 2 hits to kill me. Let's help Plaxir now. Okay, there's more enemies. Okay. Put one Danax on Plaxir. Oh no, this is dangerous. You see that? Dangerous. We're fighting under the one-hit item, so careful about that. So yeah, the one-hit kill item are those hanging stuff. Can insta-kill you. So I double-checked that the enemy... Is there Danax? Yes, there is Danax. Yeah, got greedy and got killed for that reason. Should not have chased that enemy archer. But that was my mistake. I still thought I could, you know, run away. But then just received a hit for no reason. It's okay. Yeah, things happen when you do more risky approach. With a weapon you're not very good at. So yeah, my biggest beef is that I'm not very good at throwing it. Yep, stealing my kill, like no tomorrow. So I did everything like staggered the enemy with my kick. Oh yeah, that was nice. I guess that's a... So first I was hit by Executioner Axe, and then follow-up was thrown one-hand axe. So not the best. But again, weapon is good. And yeah, there's no, like, ghost hits. So the internet is also fine. At least on the server. So I intentionally missed the first one, because I saw the enemies blocking. Oh my god, not very good. Yeah, so interesting melee.
Well done. We've cleared an area of loot.
So we exchanged the axes. None of us hit. Need to find the Danax. Yep. So all it takes is one, you know, you jump back, you dash, and that's it. I mean, the short-range weapons are no longer working. So I need to find my Danes. Or else I have to play with a knife. Which actually is surprising, does a lot of damage, surprisingly. I see no Danes, so at the moment I'll play with this, whatever I can find. I saw enemy archers here. One hit. That was really, really ambitious of me. But I had no Danax, so somehow I had to go back. Maybe fought spawn, but it's okay. So yeah, the next round will be the last. I'll do it with a greatsword, if you don't mind. If you don't mind, just a quick one. Double checking. Yep. Sword you want.
All loot has been captured. Come on, Rick.
Okay. So, okay, I'll think about one-handed weapon run again with a shield. Don't worry. You know, all your requests are being taken into account. Yeah, I have already a falchion and shield ready at the moment's notice. I'm rotating the maps and scheduling them, so different weapons and different maps will be featured. So yeah, but I have falchion shield. Cavalry saber, don't remember. Also, probably next Saturday, I'll do the commanded run on the shovel. Still interesting weapon, but so if you don't mind. The enemy thought he had advantage over me. I saw that he is hiding there. Just didn't anticipate that he will be like fully doing that. Okay, oh, this is a bit dangerous. Thank you. All I needed was an arrow from friendly archer. That's what I needed. Thank you. Now, in order to stop this shenanigans, now he cannot hurt me anymore. So really awful. I mean, why would somebody do that? Really? It's perfectly fine escaping and then friendly arrow from behind. So a good thing that now an archer also knocked a friendly with his arrow. So that's for enemy team. So I was able to kill him. Hello, wild monkey. So yeah, I'll do after this one, I'll do another run with my favorite weapon, and then that'll be all for today. So we had some survival run, one with specifically was with quarterstaff. Some AFK dude. Really awful for me. Again, not proficient with this weapon, but the Q was really awful. So now we need to look at the guys who might be... So somewhere folks are hiding. Need to find where. Was that there? By the way, it's a free kills here because Yeah, finally somebody got him. So anyway, 3 kills at the last stage. Good job, Elixir. He survived. So yeah, this will be the last map. I'll do with a great sword if you don't mind. So overall, again, good weapon. The Dane axes are really good weapon. Also, the next map is Dark Forest. So pretty good if you just dressed in dark clothes. Yeah, it's, you know, Elixir getting a lot of kills. Again, it depends on the map, it depends on the loadout. But yeah, just, you know, you have to balance between risky approach and safe approach. You have to do a correct balance. So that's it, basically. You know, sometimes you're on fire, you know, you can block everything. Or just, you know, a lot of, let's say, free weekend and a lot of new folks have joined, so then it's easier. Sometimes it's just not your day and you can't get any kills and just die. Yeah, things happen. Well, Dane axes were really good. As a weapon. Probably need to play with them more. Okay, it's a defensive run. Oh well, what can I do? Let's do this. Not favored to be on defense in this map. But let's see what we can salvage.
Take them by surprise! Attack, brothers! Stop that caravan!
Alright, this. Yep, stole the kill. I don't mind, I do that all the time. Like here. There's quite a few enemies on our... Careful, careful, careful. So I might... So enemy overstayed his welcome. So again, now, for example, if I have to have another bandage, I would need to walk like 200 meters to get it. Which is not part of gameplay I want. A nice triple. So what I like about the Great Sword is that 2 light overheads is enough to get rid of the Vanguard. So it delivers 140 damage and Vanguard has 130. So I like that stuff. Quite easy. Up against Vanguard's probably the best weapon. So we're doing fine so far.
Break the convoy! It must be halted!
Again, my kill was stolen, but that's fine. Enemy did not flinch, I did not block immediately. Getting rid of enemies. Fuck Lex here. My social distancing tool. I see enemy with the Warhammer. Yeah, again, not a dangerous weapon at all, actually. Okay, there's enemy archer there. I'm not very keen on receiving damage, especially if I can't reach him. And I don't have bandage. Actually, I do have a bandage. Don't really know how I got it. So you see, it took like 4 friendlies who were taking care of 1 enemy and couldn't. And this is not a safe place. I see some... Okay, got rid of that. If I put somebody on fire, excuse me. Okay, Okay, nice overhead, 90 damage. So far we're defending quite well. Having in mind that this map is favored for attackers. See two polemen on the top. Not even engaging. Okay, that's not nice. I was also blocked by friendly. And receive an arrow. So once Vanguard receives an arrow, I mean, it's a bit risky. So 130, 30 HP and minus 70 what's done by a warbow. So that leaves you with 60, so you're one shot by an archer and most of the weapons too. Okay, now there's no point to engage. Yeah, I was against 4. No worries, I'll still continue this one. But that was a really bad positioning. From my part. Again, defensive rounds are harder here. Stop hitting me! I'm like hit always by friendlies. Awful. These guys.
If this is heaven, it's not as utopian as
Somebody just stands behind me and hits me all the time. If I'm amongst friendlies. An archer overstayed his welcome. Okay, I have to spawn. I escaped it. Yeah, not very cleanly, but I escaped. For some reason we're defending quite well. But still, the map is not favored. I mean, today I think there was only one run with 4 attackers. Yeah, I think just one. Yeah, the Coxwell. And that's it. Quite unlucky in that draw. Okay, I got rid of some enemies. That's burning damage. Yeah, also a kill. That was a bit risky. Almost had no stamina left. So good job, Ox here. Yeah, we're defending. Very nice. Okay, doing well so far. Adios, gringos. So, not much left time. Come on. Why you shield the enemy for? Actually, it was too short. I can do another one. Good job, Luxier. Very short. It's a good defense. So I scored a lot of kills, but still managed to die once in the process, unfortunately. So but that was still unsatisfactory. It's too short. So I'll still start a new one, and yeah. Thank you, Glacier, for your help. Also, you did much better than me in survival terms. So I'm still gonna start this map, and yeah, because that last one was too short. Actually, no. Let's make it... Yeah, so no worries, Glacier. Thank you again. So this time I'll do it without you, okay? If you don't mind. So this is the last map, because the last one was too short. And I'll still do with a great sword. So far today, I did some survivals. One with a warhammer and one with a staff. Both not very good weapons. So I need to do with a good weapon for change. Now it's an attacking run, so it's easier, except for some catapults and the ballista in the first stage. That's it. And that, it's not much. It's not hard. Okay, let's try this. So quick, easy kills. Why those folks are running is because they did not move their controllers or the keyboards, so they continue on running. Oh, pretty good enemy. Pretty good. Defending well. Even though his shield was down. Of course, friendlies did not assist much in terms of actually dealing damage, but instead gave the active parry, as always. Okay, this one is quite low on HP. This one is even lower. So nice overhead into alt overhead, because I saw he's not reacting to the first one. But then he removed his block after a bit. So they're very careful. Here we have 2 ballistas. Don't need to wait until we're pushed this over. Ideally they're not very good at landing hits. Okay, so this one is now taken care of, so we can move through the middle. And the left too. Okay, this friendly needs help. Okay, got rid of that too. So friendly needed help, I assisted. I saw that 1 against 3, he had literally no chances. But I interfered and killed 2 guys with 1 swing. I proceeded to almost kill the last one. So there is one guy with a spear and shield. It's quite good. Hitting me constantly. Need to be careful with that. Also, you see somebody placed the flag on the way of those siege weapons, siege ramps. So that flag just disappeared. Also, there is a ballista there. It's quite dangerous. So I know there is on the left side 1 ballista, 1 ammo crate. Just need more folks to join me on my quest to get the bandage. Okay, that was very nice, nice. Oh, that's okay. So I need to always check if something is thrown at my location. That's why when I move back, I'm always looking at what's happening. So if they throw stuff, I can block it. And if they don't throw it, I don't block it. Simple as that. I still need some stamina for the inevitable thrown item to be blocked. So I had a bit of a hair moment. I received a hit, a swing from the greatsword for free. Did not react it well enough. Things happen. Finally got rid of him. Yeah, that's a bit dangerous here because of ballistas. They might eventually find a way, find a target. So instead, it's not best to risk it. And also catapult here. Wow, okay. It's a bit tough again. But only the first stage. So I have to now look also what the siege weapons are doing, instead of just focusing. Okay, there's a ballista. And a catapult, also landing next to me. So now the biggest, let's say, risk has passed. Because now enemies will be sailing through the walls, sort of entering the wall. So ballistas will be preoccupied by those friendlies from my side. Okay, there's still ballista looking at my location. Is it? Is it? Yes, it is. So you see, a lot of things you have to watch out here. And that's including where the siege weapons are facing. So all it takes is one ballista hit, and you're over. Okay, I was stuck here for no reason. That's okay. There's no need to risk, because now I'm facing an army of 3 against me alone. Just wait, bide my time. Now another thing, I really am hoping that friendlies are not using catapult on me, because that's a favorite spot where they try to unland their catapult boulders. Okay, now I did my job. Now I need to reset, get back my health. So you can say I took the objective single-handedly. So hopefully no more catapults, you know, are threatening our front line. Also, hacking into objective gives you a lot of points, so I think around 500 at least were given, judging from my score. So there's also siege weapons on the left side, but it seems like this side is taken. By the way, there is an issue that once we destroyed all the siege weapons from this side, enemy usually spawns in on this side. Okay, I see folks are following. Do I need to risk it? I didn't want to kill him, but he just asked for it. And since he asked... Okay, again, not bad enemy. So we managed to get rid of it. The objective. Nice crossbow hit in the face, just from like 1 meter. I see easy kill. That's an easy kill with 1 hit. Is it? There you go. So greatsword does 100 damage, so it insta kills enemy even if he's overhealed. And that's why I really love it. Not the special attack is like 100% insta kill on enemy archer. Whereas the heavy overhead does 90 damage. It's not a sure insta-kill. Sometimes it just does knocks enemy. Okay, you have... Again, hit by not sure whom. Looks like a lot of friendlies too. Don't forget your mallets. If enemy is escaping, don't throw your main weapon away. If you have only one of it. Look, they're both... this one without hands at all. The friendly has at least left arm. That's not much, but still better than no arms at all. No hits. No hits, unfortunately. Friendly hit, unfortunately. He was standing there. So there's quite a few enemies here. It's risky, and also there's the archer on top. I'll get rid of that archer first. So there is at least one archer on top of the market. Have to be mindful and get rid of him. Is he still there? Oh, he's not there. He ran away. Maybe he ran out of arrows. Hard to tell. See, one overhead did not kill him. I still receive arrow in my face. Even though I try to, you know, dish it out against 3 people. Still an arrow or a bolt finds a way. But I hope that guy on top is getting rid of that archer. Hopefully. It's a bit tricky place. I already hear the screams of enemy which is approaching. So after I healed I have to go back. So I left my friendly guy alone. There's just too many enemies here. I tried my best. Yeah, it's okay. Killed him before. It's not very good. But ran away and had no stamina. If you don't believe it, I'll try to hunt him down. I'll show you, but it's not the case. See, it's not good. Okay, that concludes it. So I enjoyed it, except we're probably not winning the stage. Let me just see. Maybe we do. Oh, we do. We do. We win. No, we don't. Like the last few seconds. Alright, so I had fun. This weapon is definitely one of the best I know. I mean, I'm quite proficient with it. But other than that, thank you for watching. You saw I just died in a, not really duel, but I was chased. But still, these things happen. Anyway, today we did some survival runs, also enjoyed the games, together with the clocks here. So thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed it guys, and see you next time, in 2 weeks.